by somebody who was potentially running for mayor.
Yeah.
That they were approached by an individual that basically said, I'll support you with this many votes if you make me deputy mayor and or drop out later and make me mayor instead. I thought...
Really?
Yeah, I thought that's fucking weird. I wonder if they're fucking lying or not. Lo and behold, today is the day that Charles instated a few of his deputy mayors in cabinet, and there were a list of people, and on that list was Remini Creed, the person that this person named as that person that approached him. Yeah. And the Remini Creed has a hag charge, mind you. And in legislation, hold on, centralized standards for public service laws and procedures and protocols, Bill 28874, Article 3, 3.1a, they can have a criminal record, but so long as they don't have treason, heinous act, or financial crime involving public funds.
I think something passed recently. So, look, I am of a shared opinion. This is my opinion, right? I don't expect you guys to, subscribe to it. Is that, our lifetime in San Andreas is, you get a hag charge. I don't even like that hags can be removed personally. And let alone multiple hags, because it just dilutes what it means to have a clean record or be clean for eternity. Like if you do, because hags are like murder and terrorism and shit. It's like, just
weapons trafficking and shit.
Yes, exactly. It's like shit.
She has that.
Well,
and she's one of his deputy mayors.
Well, a conversation came up where we were asked for our opinion on a new piece of legislation in which you could remove all your hag charges. The way it would work is after X amount of time, I think the original time might have been 6, but don't quote me on that. Every mayoral term, somebody could have one shot of wiping everything. Now, it was made to us to believe that it was Osvaldo pushing for this. I don't have anything. I'm not like pro Osvaldo or anti Osvaldo. It's just like, it doesn't matter to me who it is. It's just to me a rather strange precedent because remove, for example, all the work it takes to even get someone with a hag, which is so fucking difficult. I mean, to give you perspective, we charged Michael Manx and Forehead for terrorism with their fucking fingerprints on the weapons that were taken off the cops. And the DOJ for like whatever, I don't remember who the judge was, like the DOJ historically has never, in my opinion, understood the notion of a affirmative defense. What that means is if I wouldn't do this, let's say I shot you guys all down and you died, right?
Oh my god, why would you do that?
No.
Tell us the truth.
No, of course not. Trust me, you are already a million times better than Junior. Holy fuck, he was difficult to work with. And
okay, sorry.
And then
Brian's
let's
more
say
of a bomb guy anyways.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, and let's say the PD came, right? And now it turns out that I don't have a gun on me. And I'm the only one in the vicinity and I'm arrested, right? I legally should be culpable for that murder if my fingerprints are on the gun, if those bullets come back, blah, blah, blah. But I now need to assert, like, if I'm like, no, someone else did it, right? There was someone else. You guys came like 15 minutes late. Someone else was here and they did it and they made blah, 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 blah. I would need a affirmative defense. An affirmative defense is where it's so more likely me that I have to now prove that it's not me. Does that kind of make sense?
No, yeah.
Like, it's not rational to think it was someone else.
Yeah.
So, anyways, fast forward, legislation, DOJ. We made an argument. It turned into a whole thing. And I think we were saying, like, at least make people wait a year being clean.
Yeah.
And there was talk about second chances, this, that, and the third, and I believe it passed. So I believe the way that it works is someone can apply to get all their hags removed after they've been clean for 9 months.
Yeah.
And then I think there's like a vote, and that vote then lets them get clean. Presumably, only one candidate a mayoral term can apply or be accepted.
Okay. Yeah.
However, the way it is written sort of makes it sound like one person can attempt to apply every mayoral term. So there's a whole...
Yeah.
So just, I'm letting you know this just in case, you know...
just in case I'm approached for this kind of thing.
Exactly. And in
then
theory, she could apply for this.
But like...
But
in
currently.
When the person told me about the election fraud stuff, they said
it didn't
that the
pass.
offer it didn't pass. But also with the
Wait, no, it
election fraud
did.
stuff, it didn't.
Wait, sorry, give me just 1 sec. Oh,
No,
no,
it's okay.
yeah. If you look up expungement legislation or type in hag in the legislation tab,
Yeah.
you'll notice Article 3, subsection C. Article 3, section C, subsection I.
Wait. Where? What? Expungement legislation?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And then subsection who now? What?
So Article 3, section
Article
C.
3. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In exceptional
Five.
circumstances, blah, 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 can only be conducted for one individual in a total per mayoral term. So this could be anybody that fits into this criterion.
Yeah.
A public request on the docket by the applicant. So that could be her, right? This application can only be made one time per year by an individual, and it's successful once in a lifetime. The application must be 90 days since the last violent felony. Wait!
Yeah.
Okay,
90
never
days.
mind. 90 days
Okay.
and 9 months from their last
nine
hag.
Yeah.
months.
So then it
And what-
wouldn't apply to her.
When was the hag committed?
Wait, no. So basically, that's going over like what the actual hag is, like, and how you can get them expunged.
Mm-hmm.
This is essentially, what qualifications people can like need in order to be a part of the mayoral cabinet, for him to be able to eventually give her a succession if he was to step down. Right? Because he has to
Exactly.
vote.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So-
basically, she can't even be a part of it currently, because she's holding that, right?
Because she has the hag charge.
Which basically the justice or the judges or justices were telling us that they can actually have that and have a hag charge, but in the Article 3 of like the public service laws that passed, like, I think in July,
Almost the same time.
Yeah, basically it states that they may hold the position.
Where is it? Sorry.
Right. 28874, the centralized standards for public service laws.
Also Article 3, Section 8.
Yeah, so this is the main thing that she's bringing up, that essentially the
We
mayor's
just let
cabinet
Osvaldo go because of this as well.
Mm-hmm.
To
So
me,
basically,
people on his
they can
cabinet.
hold their position on the cabinet.
was
if
this
people have a criminal
enacted?
record.
Yeah, it's enacted.
It
Yeah.
is enacted, yeah.
What does this change it to? Introduces the election and civil
And
services
the
Act.
succession as well.
Basically,
What happens
yeah.
when somebody steps down? Because this is what we're talking about, basically.
Yeah.
It goes
Okay.
into a vote of their cabinet, and whoever has the most votes is essentially it.
But get
Thus-
this, Brian. He appointed 3 Habibi members in his cabinet so that when he steps down, she has the majority vote.
Could I just real quick? That you pointed me is a bill. Do you know what piece of legislation this entered into?
Mm,
I'm just like dotting I's and crossing T's just
No,
in
yeah, yeah.
case. Oh,
Yeah.
they
okay.
literally
Someone
added
messed
it, like,
up.
when we were in a meeting. They added it
Yeah.
to legislation.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, because it shouldn't
While we were
say that
there.
in the title, Bill CH 288. I think
No,
it's
yeah.
actually called. Okay, so
It is called centralized standard. Yeah.
okay,
That's
sorry.
a little bit crazy.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Please continue. Now that I'm here, I see authorized accounts.
So Article
yeah.
3.
And then the Article
Oh,
3
this is
Yeah.
completely brand new.
Yep.
But
Wait.
it's been enacted since July.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were in a meeting yesterday and Gates was like, "Oh, this should have been passed. Oh, Junior's dead. I'll sign this for him." And then she put it in the legislation tab.
So the reason I'm
Well-
immediately taken aback by it, just I know this might sound a little sidetracky, but it mentions like the authorized accounts and a bunch of other things, but there's
Yeah.
already a bank account legislation, which
That's what I said.
is strange. Like,
They
'cause-
said I literally couldn't pull it out. They said I couldn't pull out of that particular bill because it mentions the accounts, but it's already mentioned somewhere else. Why is Falconer calling? Hello, Falconer. Can I call you back? Or is this important? What's up?
Yeah.
wait, is the bank
An
legislation
idea about
still a
what this
thing?
Call
Thank
is
you.
about.
It is.
Ugh.
I saw it earlier. I saw it somewhere. I don't know where I saw it, but I did see it, and I saw all the account numbers.
Unless
It
it
was-
did get removed? Question mark.
I saw it in there. Like
Yeah,
Oh, the
I'm
one we were
pretty
talking
sure I
about at the
saw it.
meeting? The one that
They-
Angela brought up, the SAMA one?
not the SAMA one.
Or no, she was mentioning that the SAMA account was meant to be in there as well, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, legislative authority bank accounts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's its own one.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe this
Which
is
is-
more of my peeve from a different. I don't like legislation, but
Yeah.
if I did,
Right.
defining
Yeah,
something
why
in
isn't
multiple
it all
places is
together?
like
Yeah.
a red
Yeah.
flag for
Yeah.
not
Mhm.
pushing something, unless that bill also got rid of the legislative authority bank account.
No, it's
'Cause-
still there. Hello, Justice Sean. How can I help you?
Oh?
Okay. How much of it?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not at the
anyways,
moment. Not at this particular moment.
When it goes into like the basically myself, I can hold a criminal record, right? As long as people it's disclosed to people, which people know. And then I can only go to like certain meetings if the people hosting it allow me to, which is perfectly fine because I mean I have to wait for an expungement anyways. But basically they cannot be a part of the mayor's cabinet if they were essentially convicted of treason, a heinous act, or a financial crime involving public funds. Which thus means that, like Tessa and Remedy Creed, as well as ourselves with Osvaldo, Osvaldo had to be taken off of the council, which also means that those two would have to. But essentially, the judges were telling us that they can, even if they have a hag charge, so like weapons trafficking or harboring a fugitive or those sort of things.
Yeah, it says they are not convicted by treason, a heinous act, or a financial crime involving public funds.
Yeah.
Their appointment is disclosed to the public upon confirmation. I don't even know how confirmations happen. Now, this is completely brand new to me.
They had me fill out a form basically that had name, state ID, the rank, and their number basically. I don't know if it's for public or what, but they had me fill out that form. But it was just really worrisome that I got this tea. I didn't expect anything to come
You
from
speak
it.
up,
and then,
Dawn. I'm so sorry.
I got this tea. I didn't expect anything to come from it, and then he actually made her a deputy mayor. Like, I don't know what to do.
He
about
may
it.
not be aware, is my guess. I will say this, and you know, so you know, with the whole, you know, so my department is taking note of those recent. So take this as a grain of salt, right? I don't know
Yeah.
Danger very, very well, so I may be mischaracterizing him, but after those recent auctions that occurred, I did bring him into interrogation on top of the heaps of time that we're putting into seeing if there's misappropriation of funds, blah, blah, blah. And in that interrogation, he was extremely forthcoming. And however, Danger is a little bit of a, you know, head in the clouds sort of guy. So there is a realistic possibility he's just doing things that someone told him to do. Doesn't mean it's right, but it may not be malicious, right?
Yeah. They will.
That's
I
nice.
guess we'll see when he's told to step down in 2 weeks if it actually happens.
Yeah, no,
But
absolutely.
also they can't. They shouldn't be hired on anyways.
So
Yeah.
what I am thinking here is based on what you've told me.
Yeah.
He needs to be. We can approach him. If
Yeah.
you want to approach him, that's fine. I would like to approach him as well and be
Okay.
like, "Hey, this is a problem. It needs to be removed." With the inclusion of the DOJ, and then he's got to make a decision. Then, if for whatever reason, and this is, you know, there's some piece of legislation or whatever, God knows, that allows her to remain. This is very good information. I'm going to make a note of this. So if something like that were to occur with her or someone else,
Yeah.
you know, we'll deep dive it within SASM to make sure there isn't any foul play.
Yeah.
So Brian, you think it might not be a coincidence, but she went to him to offer her gang votes, and then Charles Danger appointed 3 of the same gang members to the council, and then for the succession to take place, they would need a majority vote in the cabinet to appoint the next person.
So
Just to note that as well.
yeah, there may
I'm
be.
a little bit.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say
One
I'm
of
a
them
little
is
bit
your
like
son, Brian.
Who,
confused
Marlo?
The fact that like,
Hmm.
yeah, Marlo.
He
I'm
is
just
so
confused
close
on
to
how
getting
this goes-
disowned.
This goes past like people checking, right? Because if you're going to be appointing someone, you should be checking their criminal record, not only on Charles' end, but also on the justice end to ensure that it's being followed. Because once it's not being followed, it's like, oh, oopsie, let's just take it back. You know, like there's no like accountability for that sort of thing.
You guys are in for I think this how do I put this? The
Brian's
way
about to break our heart right now.
y'all are just scraping the surface right now.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Look,
We know there's corruption. It's just, you
Look.
know, how can you openly be so stupid?
I will frame it like this. If you ever had a chat with my boss, he'd probably have a lot to say on this subject. But
Senator
Wait, who's your
Chavez?
boss?
yeah.
Senator Chavez, yeah.
That is correct. Yep. I would say if I were to make a Venn diagram of corruption and SBS, they're so intertwined that the problem is that some people do, knowing that there will be no accountability, and that goes all the way down to law enforcement, right? When there's no accountability in law enforcement, there's almost zero expectation that we're going to have accountability outside of law enforcement. You know what I mean? Like, to the extent that because people receive money, it is in their best interest to just nod along, and it's fucked. In a perfect world, if you know something gets bombed, I'm just genuinely hope we get senators back. But ones that are not integrated with the rest of society, such that they may hold biases, because
Please. Because it feels like there are just zero consequences for anybody in this entire city. Apart
So
from
the
a
fact
bit of jail
that,
time and a fine.
Yeah.
they put the legislation out there without the loopholes, right, to be able to be taken advantage of. Don't follow it, and then are surprised Pikachu face when they're like,
Yeah.
"Wait,
So
we
with that,
actually had that there."
absolutely. Now, I will say that I am by no means suggesting like the DOJ is corrupt or everyone in the PD is corrupt or anything along those lines. I think it's just a reality of even when I'm issuing it's easy for me to do within the marshals. It's like an expectation coming in. Like I don't fuck around, you know, we just fire whatever. But outside of us, there is going to be excuses, and what I will underline as sag farming and you know,
of course.
victim, whatever you want to call it, you know, when someone does some gross shit
The
and then they
justices
act like
have
a
no
victim.
boss. I just realized.
No, they
Yep.
do. They're overseen by the state. So,
Okay, well the state's blind, so
no, the state has intervened quite a few times. So, like, let me give you an example, right? Let's say Danger or Dawn or one of the justices does something that we believe to be corrupt. You know, and let's say it led to impeachment. The ultimate decision of whom, whether or not they get removed, fired, or whatnot, may actually rely on the state to chime in. So, and that's more of a check and balance so that people don't rip each other apart, right? So,
Brian,
That's
before
fair.
I forget, this is slightly off topic, but kind of was brought up. Since last week, Bruce Baylor has acquired 2 more properties.
what?
Yeah.
I presume that's going to be direct purchases.
I don't know. I just remembered last week when I was checking his properties from the auctions, he had 7, and today he has 9.
Wait, he has 0 right now. Is my MDT broken? Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So just figured I would let you know that one.
Hit me up on Life Invader later.
So
Don't I know it?
I'm going to be looking into the following. The first is whether or not there was a final transaction between Remedy Creed and the Los Santos Mayor's office, or any sort of inference of future payment for this, even regardless of whether it was allowed or not. The second is the appointments that may or may not have been made in lieu of this legislation. The third is whether or not there are checks and balances for those who are handing over the keys, or like who's the responsible party. And then 4, you know, in the event in future Danger steps down and does something regardless of whether or not it's Remedy Creed.
Yeah, this was all about just approaching you to let you know what was.
Yeah.
The actions are in place, whether it eventually happens or not. That's. I mean, time will tell in a month.
In a 2 weeks or a month, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering why he was so hesitant to do. I will tell you this, Brian. During the meeting that we had with DOJ the other day, he was playing Clash Royale on his phone the whole time, not paying attention to when we spoke. He just said, "Huh? What?" And he just seems, I don't know, not entirely invested in too much from a combined point of view, but it seemed odd after all of his. He seemed so positive about it before.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I wanted to expect the best, but I don't know.
It's tough. There's a lot of people across the board that I think have stopped caring. You know, and it's unfortunately across every institute. But you know, fuck them. You know what I mean? Listen, if anyone's fucking around and we're able to press charges, that will 1000% be the case, regardless of association, including if it's my son, especially if it's my son. Are you telling me that he's in the fucking cabinet?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
You can see it on his profile, I believe. Maybe.
See, there's no. I need to get a hold of like whatever form holds all the cabinet members because we don't have like a way to see it.
The judges, specifically Gates, can give you access to that.
Oh, she can. Okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
It's really outdated though.
Big love, the life partner.
Okay. Is there anything that you're aware of? That may. Sorry, I got to take this just real quick.
Okay.
You're good.
Hey, Faulkner.
Hey, Brian, you busy?
I have to do a state announcement of all
Oh,
the
that's a
that
dumb
I
question.
with.
I have 30
Um,
things on my agenda today.
Right,
But go
okay.
ahead.
Do you have time to chat about the roads rule stuff today?
With you in particular, Lexi.
Yes, yes, I
That's
would love
supposed
to.
I'm assuming that's
okay.
a publicly
I'm at the
disclosed thing,
observatory,
right?
just having a chat with the Blaine County Mayor's office. How about
I
15
would do
minutes?
as much if I could.
Yeah, sure. That works.
Okay. Separately, yeah, let's start there, and then I'm sure other things will pop up. Do you have access to the list of cabinet members?
Yes.
Is it like a living document? Is it?
It should be.
Is it?
It's kind of on each mayor and the SAMA director to keep it updated, but yeah.
Ooh, that is beautiful. Could you send me a copy of that, and then I'm going to disperse it amongst the mayors, against around the marshals.
Yeah. Let me find it, and I can send that over.
The second question I got is, who is responsible for ensuring that all the what is this, the central standard for public service stuff is the majority vote and the succession protocol and the mayoral cabinet qualifications. Whose responsibility is that? Is that the mayor's or is that the DOJ?
I think when it comes to the secession stuff, it's us, because that comes down to a vote. So we would be the independent verification part of it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the other stuff, like the eligibility, I think that's on the mayors. And if they hire someone that's ineligible, then that's on them, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm
double check it.
That's what I'm currently discussing with them. I'm like, hey, Tessa, but it looks like they already got rid of her. So,
right, okay,
all right, easy.
No, we got rid of Osvaldo.
I appreciate that.
We got rid of Osvaldo.
Yeah, okay, I'll find this link and get over to you.
Okay, easy. I appreciate it. I'll chat with you in a bit.
All right, see ya.
All right, take care.
Yep.
Sorry, I said that intentionally just so you guys didn't get heat. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I didn't know how you felt about that, so.
No, it's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. All right.
Osvaldo's already fired. Unfortunately, he's a really good events guy.
Yeah. Oh, Brian, the other thing, sorry about the Bruce Baylor. He has 2 more properties. He's also put in another business proposal for another branch of his business in Blaine County, but says that he'll hold all of his meetings in the city.
Yeah, we're gonna deny that.
At a location that he has in the city, and it's to help the residents of Blaine County, and he wants it to be a Blaine County specific one.
Is that why the senator wanted to ban Bruce Baylor from the city?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We don't know how long the business request has been there, though, but yeah, we're probably not accepting it.
No. But just thought you should know, just in case.
I wonder if he could ever never mind. Yeah.
Huh?
No. I read some document somewhere about it being attempted, but I guess it goes against the Constitution. So, yeah.
I missed what you said.
Oh, I said I read something about that, but I guess it goes against the Constitution. So
A lot of people have been asking, is there a way we can deport him? And I said, I'm not in charge of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
but yeah.
Oh.
I got a few calls. You know who's really mad about it? Like, of all people, Reed. He's like, this just makes me depressed. But yeah, I think that's all that we needed to talk about for now. And then we'll talk about the other things that we needed to talk about another day.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, easy.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't want to
well,
take up too much of your time, but I thought you should be made aware since it seemed more like true information.
okay. The couple things I know that I've been meaning to want to speak to y'all on.
Yeah.
Some of the big, like, scary people, Faceless, Archivist, what that means to y'all. I will leave you guys with kind of like a high level thing because transparently we've just been there's no time for anything.
Yeah.
So I'll give you kind of cliff notes.
Okay.
Obviously there is what's written in the papers.
Yeah.
My office tries to work with the papers as best we can. Obviously they don't have to worry about things like statute of limitations and information getting out and how they could affect court cases, blah blah blah. The Faceless operate in San Andreas. They have access to military equipment. They are behind the murder of dozens of individuals. They do have access, we believe, to a nuclear weapon. I've seen photos of said nuclear weapon. Furthermore, they are the source by which a vast number of groups in the city acquire weapons, ammo, magazines, etc., etc. If you see military equipment flying in the air, chances are it's either them or the forces that assist us, specifically Darkstone. There's been a lot of legal bullshit surrounding it, stemming back to the ex-director allowing Darkstone to operate and give PD equipment, which goes against the law. Therefore, he authorized effectively weapons trafficking that the PD was complicit for, which is why Gunner was initially impeached, but that impeachment was kind of cooked. Not because of the DOJ, but rather what things were put forward. Darkstone is working with us. In fact, they're the ones that installed that and the thing over there.
What is that?
That is classified. Let's just say it protects
like
us.
Off the record. Is it anti-air stuff?
Well, we'll get those eventually, hopefully.
Right.
To give you an idea, I was followed by a little bird just yesterday over this stuff. It's a helicopter with missile launchers. But
wait, Brian,
Yep.
hold on. I was a part of that Darkstone convoy. Did I accidentally do a weapons trafficking with the police?
Yep.
Oh, fun! Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay, good for me.
I had no intention at the time, so when I was captain over at BCSO, pretty much the entire Faceless stuff was like 6 reports, no like anything. Most stuff was lock and key behind the marshals, which were dumb fucks. Blah blah blah. Most of that stuff is getting sort of sorted now. What you will likely see in the next week or so is something called PMC legislation, which is allows. You know what? We'll tackle that after one. That one's going to take a while to discuss. Faceless, really bad. Terrorist, treasonous. They also have a neurological gas, which we have evidence for, which they wish to eventually, if people don't do their bidding, release into the atmosphere, into the water sources, which effectively turn you into zombies, right? All of which is the intention of paying back our debts and working for the investors, for which why this city is currently operational for. So
okay.
Fun.
Yeah.
Great.
Enemies of the State Act. That's why it's there.
Correct. So
Sounds-
Enemy of the State was designed by myself, the ex-mayor Rizal, as well as members of the DOJ. The intention of this is like as follows. If I were, let's say someone did a mission, quote unquote, for the Faceless, for example, about one that happened about 3 weeks back, in which a series of weapons were intercepted from another organization known as Lagara. Those weapons are now in the hands of the Faceless and their assets, weapons trafficking, etc., etc. Separately, there was a weapons engineer that was kidnapped, murdered, and had his... They do a bunch of bad shit. effectively, if someone, in a gang goes and assists them, technically we're supposed to go and push treason and terrorism. Realistically, that means a docket case and someone being stuck in docket hell for 3 months, awaiting a trial which may land them a bajillion years and $1 bajillion, right? You remember Michael Simone court cases?
Yeah.
That resulted in Miguel O'Marion and someone else pretty much waiting a year until his court case was seen. So I don't want that.
Ridiculous.
That is not conducive for anyone in the city for that to run through. So the intent of the enemy of the state is I did talk to Danger about this. I think it should be reworded so that not any law enforcement officer can do it. I am recommending SASM, specifically the director, because if I were to do some dumb shit, y'all should just impeach my ass, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Or anyone that were to supersede it in the future. But in order to become the enemy of the state, and this would be individuals like Mr. Blue, who is a key asset of the Faceless. You'll learn more about this soon once we have time and packet and blah, blah. Or individuals like Charlie, who you may have seen in the newspaper. He's a recon analyst. There's another guy named Mr. Red who does like sniper rifle shit. These are individuals that are not everyday people, right?
Sniper rifles right now? You pointed at
probably,
the hill.
yeah, they're probably watching. They would be individuals that would be designated as enemies of the state. And these are individuals that, very similar to how the death penalty, you might see a clause in there called the federal authorization thingamabob.
Yeah.
That is the best way we could explain something in city terms, in the same way that the death penalty occurs, right? So I'll say this in two ways. The director ensures it makes sense that they're enemy of the state, while that person's federal lawyers analyze whether it makes sense for them to be the enemy, right?
Yeah.
So that if, let's pull a name out of a hat, Osvaldo wants to be enemy of the state, that's not going to happen because I'm going to say no. But if, let's say, I was like, yo, fuck Lang Buddha, and I did that, well, Lang Buddha's attorneys might be telling me to go suck my dick, which means it wouldn't happen, right?
Yeah.
So does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Now, the accomplice to enemy of the state, you'll notice the fine and time. It is significantly less, I think, than what someone would get for treason or terrorism. But the intent of that is enemy of the state requires like massive docket filings, like 15-page analyzed by the DOJ. So we'd have to actually go out there and actually put forward, this is why Mr. Blue and the Faceless are, with evidence and da-da-da-da-da. But then those who work for them, let's say Lang Buddha goes and works for the Faceless and like does missions for them and does like helps with the weapons trafficking. We would be bringing him to court for aiding and abetting, which would see the light of court and would not be like, person ending, instead of the alternative, which is wait 3 months for a treason or terrorism case. So this is...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've been getting so many calls about this, by the way, because I think it's been being abused by the police in some way or another. Are people...
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah, I would have heard about it.
Threatening it.
Yeah, they're
Which is
threatening.
probably
Wait, are they? Yeah,
Yeah.
please let's. So I originally am the one who's like, oh, let's let the LSPD and BCSO high commands like also be able to do this. And then now, because I was afraid of this very thing. Like the day after it passed, even in the hallways, people were like, "Oh my god, let's make this guy enemy of the state." And I'm like, bro, this is why we can't have nice things. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah. Like 2 people they want to do that to, which is just.
I'd say, look, have it the SASM director, whatever,
Yeah, okay. So would you be okay with us starting to amend it a little bit in terms of that?
At least
yes.
Get the paperwork file, set up, and then we can come to you with what the changes would be.
I've had the very same conversation with Danger. And I think there's like a two-pronged thing. One is cops should not be going around threatening that. That's fucking idiotic.
For them.
This is part of what I call the cinema legislation. And not everyone is the main actor, quite frankly. And those main actors have way more power than any one of us. So,
one thing that like a few people approached me about, especially, was the part about lower standard of probable cause.
Yeah, that was
because they were
wild.
they were worried about, especially since officers are throwing it about that they would be labeled enemy of state,
and I did hear that argument. That argument I think falls flat because of the federal restriction.
Okay.
So if the federal restriction didn't exist there, that would make sense. But because the legislation has to be looked at as a whole, it may look like a lower bound because, well, I mean, the it's not really lower probable cause either because it says something of the state. Let me see.
One's classified as, so you have to go through all the other evidence first and such.
Yeah, but even then, it's the line that says undermine the sovereignty or security of San Andreas. Gangs cannot do that by definition, right? Undermining the sovereignty is like taking militaristic attack of San Andreas, the government, which inherently is treason and terrorism, right?
I can't hang up this phone.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brian, I think people are there's too many big words and people are too stupid to get it.
That's exactly it. Oh,
you guys hear
there's
that?
the Faceless.
Brian, why are you just so chill about
that?
Brian, should we get somewhere? Like,
Well, the good thing is we're protected from any some of those things.
They did.
So it is
should we hide from the
Saint-Pierre?
hill?
Well, not exactly.
No,
It's
we're
like
safe. We're safer here, though.
well,
like,
except for when
get
that needs
shot.
maintenance. Yeah.
Are they coming back?
Oh, they've been probably watching this entire time.
Wait, did they get my good side?
Look at me. I'm cute.
Yeah.
That was for the Faceless.
Guys,
Yeah.
I probably got pictures of my dogs. Bro.
Well, you had them
your
out
feet are
all
on the-
day,
yeah,
Lexi.
your feet are out for free.
Yeah.
Day.
Like
You had
that
your feet
ain't
out for
forehead. That ain't like chatterbox. That ain't, you don't know.
No.
Those are enemies of the
Yeah.
state.
I think it
Oh,
really
they don't
needs
like
to
us.
specify, like, if people need to understand federally, and then also, I think people, I need to change it to just the marshals because,
Yeah.
people are scared because it's been thrown about, like, that certain people would be made.
It's when
law
SBS
enforcement
mixes with
officer
Sirius, and
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Remember who the LSPD high command is right now.
Yeah. I do think that some of that is slowed down. I will advise, though, that there are some actors that are overstating things. I'm going to give you an example because this came across my desk. Is we have a way of apprehension in the marshals that is outside of the norms of the LSPD and the BCSO. I can't go into specifics.
A warrant, that's not a warrant.
But all of them are legal. And let's just say some people are fighting battles on behalf of their clients that are very well aware of what's happening. If that makes sense. 1 second. Hey, Delta One, can you make your way to the observatory?
Oh, that's so cool. That's so
That
hard.
was so cool.
All right.
That was really
That was
tough.
really sick.
Wow,
pretty
that was
cool.
cold.
That was pretty sick.
Ooh, Brian.
Yeah. So you saw the Faceless and Darkstone's on the way over here.
What?
Did we get a
You just have them on. You just have them on like speed dial like that?
They probably got a transmission about the flyover, so he's probably checking in. Yeah.
Brian, did you know that we ourselves?
Wait, say again?
Say that
We
one
have
more
a
time?
cool name for ourselves. Did you
Yes.
know that?
Oh,
do.
what is it?
We do.
We do.
Who? Don, say it. It's your thing. No?
We're the Blaine County baddies.
The BC.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are. The
shit.
BCB. We have a tag and MDP and everything. Very cool. So we might not be Delta 1, but Blaine County baddies, here we
You know,
are.
hey, you know,
We keep finding things.
you know, this is it's been extremely helpful, transparently, because there are things that we just will never know about, like some of the things you mentioned, like Bruce's properties, this, you know, stuff happening with appointments and whatever. So I do appreciate it.
You get
Brian,
4 girls.
Can you see? Sorry, Veronica.
Oh, I was just gonna say you get 4 girls, a tablet, and the internet, and we'll find out anything, Brian.
We're better
Really?
than
Become an investigator.
FIB don't need them. Got us.
Can Marshall see
Yeah.
our documents, Brian?
Maybe.
Blaine County documents.
You could probably see the list that-
Yes. Yeah.
Go to the Blaine County Mayor's Office to-do list. It's report number 35155.
I
That's
just want to
everything
know
we've been doing.
because I'm
3
working on a master document for all the existing businesses, and I was going to share it with you anyway if you couldn't see it.
35155.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like we can see it. Nope.
Oh. So
Yeah.
then we'll just have to share the...
Yep.
Are we able to share document things?
I'm not sure.
I don't think we can. I kind of... yeah.
Oh,
After what Danger might have done to the businesses, though, I don't want the ability to just share things because I don't trust him no more.
Yeah.
the thingy about the warrant, so it has been going around.
Yeah.
I will say this because this is probably going to be very obvious soon. Those have been given to those who have been involved in murder, moving weapons, being blah blah blah. There's Delta 1. And you will see once the FOIAs happen, there is a lot of diligence. So
Okay. You know what I think would solve publicly I don't know if you still need it after all the work that you guys are. Do you need the lower standard of probable cause?
no.
No,
We
rid
do.
Of that, oh, you do.
No, yeah. I will say
Okay.
anyone who's complaining about it doesn't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
And they're not helping anyone this is for.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay. And I will try and pass the messages
Yeah.
on, and I think they'll understand better.
yeah,
that
it's
not for them. That kind of sense in the different things in this place. Hopefully, they'll understand.
I understand defense attorneys are going to try to do what they can for their client, but some of it
Yeah.
is not understanding what's written, right?
Yeah.
And
Not quite clicking.
I'll put it this way: we could get rid of this, then all their clients are getting treason and terrorism, and having that over their head, which isn't what I want to do, because that's not good.
Do we go down and meet them, or do they come up here?
You want to be welcoming.
I think he's coming up. Yeah, let's come over.
Okay.